So I've made many mistakes in my fitness journey, and I thought I would share them with you in hopes that you won't make the same ones that I've made. So my first mistake I made when I was in high school. So let's say that was 35 years ago is this one that I can remember very clearly. I had joined the track team. I remember one of the practices even, I seized up. I was not prepared for this. My hamstrings seized up on me. I was cramping so badly. I had to have two of my really good friends carry me to a bench so that I could massage that out. Oh, I couldn't walk. That's not even the mistake. That is a mistake, but that's not the mistake that I was referencing when I was thinking about this. I was at the track meet. I was on a relay team, and I remember I was out running, and I felt like it was kind of an out-of-body experience. My legs were moving, but it was the strangest thing. I could hear people cheering for me. But when I was done, when the meet was over, my friends were kind of poking fun at me, talking about how I was slow and just kind of making fun of me. And I was not that person, could not make fun of me. I had very thin skin, and my time wasn't even that bad. Of course I don't remember what it was, but I remember looking at it and being like, it was comparable to everyone else's. I wasn't that bad, but their comments really got to me. So I went to the coach and I told her that I had knee pain. My knee was hurting me and I was not going to be able to stay on the team, and I was going to have to quit. And I do remember her saying oh no, really? Are you sure? And yes, I was sure. So I quit the team. So my first tip to you would be, don't quit the thing. Stick with it. But I didn't have anyone in my corner to help me process that, to help me understand that my time wasn't bad, to help me understand that, kids are going to make fun of you. So I quit. But that would bring me to tip number 2, if I were numbering these, is to have a support system, have a cheerleader, have someone who can put their hand on your back and just gently guide you and support you through your journey, because the fitness journey can be hard. You're not always going to feel motivated or dedicated. You're not always going to want to do the thing. So having someone there who understands, maybe someone who's even doing it with you, an accountability partner, so that you can feel like you're not alone. So that when you want to quit, there's someone there saying, no, we got this. We're doing this. I'm not letting you quit. Tip number 3, let's see. What other mistake did I make? So I quit the team. I didn't have a support system. Let's see. Tip number 3, or mistake number 3, is judging yourself. That is a mistake. Don't do that. I like how I say don't do that. And then just this weekend, but it was just a little bit, so I was able to pull out. Just this weekend, I did a 10K. And I was watching back this video of me running, and I did not love it. I felt like I was just kind of slogging through. I didn't look light and airy. I looked like my legs were heavy. And I'll say they did feel heavy at some point in the race. But I kind of judged how I looked. Maybe a tiny bit of my pace. I'm not a big judger of my pace. That doesn't bother me. I do feel like, I'm moving, and forward motion is a pace. So I don't really judge my pace, but just for a moment, I did judge the way I looked when I was running. So try not to judge yourself or other people. And I would say mistake number 4 is to not be fueled. So when I'm thinking back to when I was in high school and I was on the track team and my hamstring seized up because I was probably not properly fueled or even hydrated. I was probably dehydrated. And even this race that I did this past weekend at about mile 4, I kind of just started to hit a wall. And I did have a little bit of nutrition or food before the race that morning, but it was probably an hour before the race. And then I'm running for another hour. So that's 2 hours without nutrition, expecting your body to be able to perform. So that was probably a mistake. And I learned from that. So fuel properly, because your food is your fuel. Your body needs this, or your body needs the fuel to perform. So that would be mistake number 4, is to not fuel. So tip number 4 is fuel your body. Okay, let's see. That was 4. Do you have any stories or mistakes that you've made while on your fitness journey that you could share? You could share in the comments below. We can get a little bit of a dialogue going of mistakes that we've made, tips that we might have to help other people who are on their fitness journey. So if you enjoyed this video at all, if you found it at all entertaining or helpful in the slightest, perhaps you could give me a little like, you could subscribe, so that you can see future videos, so you can see Ginger. All right, until next time, keep those tips in mind, and be well. I'll see you soon.